Take a walk on the woo-woo side with me. Hello, I'm Michelle Douglas and I'm an intuitive healer, coach and soul realignment practitioner. And I'm on a mission to empower you to make the choices which align to who you are as a soul. If you'd like more information, visit me at findmysparkle.com. Hello, it's Michelle here from Find My Sparkle, and today we're going to be talking about how to make your life better. Now, today's episode is actually a bit of a plug about somebody else's product. I get nothing out of it. I learned about it, I implemented it, I am benefiting from it, and I just wanted to share. So, can you believe we're already near the end of January 2023? I feel like I've already done so much and the year's barely started. Made a lot of positive changes in 2022, and I did a lot more work on my own personal development and in particular around stepping outside of my comfort zone. And you know me, I talk a lot about that lately. So I still have a long way to go, but the time spent working on this certainly is paying off for me now. So far this month, I've picked up a bunch of new clients. I've joined the gym and I've been turning up. That's a new one. It's been about 7 years since I last stepped into a gym. So I started a workout program to align with my new gym membership. So one of the so-called obstacles for me going back to the gym was like, I can't remember what to do. Like, what am I supposed to work on? Which exercises should I do? Thankfully, I've got a good friend who actually provided me with a guideline, and we've gone from there. So I've started the 30-day Miracle Morning Life Transformation Challenge. Yes, that's a mouthful, and I'll talk about that a bit more in a moment. And that includes a daily morning practice of silence, which is meditation, affirmations, visualizations, exercise, reading, and scribing or journaling. He wanted to make an acronym which says SAVERS. So I became much clearer about how I would like each area of my life to be like. So I got really clear on what my intention was. Like, I'm not sure if you recall me ever talking about the Wheel of Life. And what the Wheel of Life is, it's like basically, if you can visualize this, it's a circle with all the different life areas in a little quadrant each, or whatever. It's more than a quadrant because there's about 7 or 8 of them. And when we're working with, or when I'm working with a coaching client, what I will often do is ask them how they would rate each area of their life out of 10, with 1 being that part of your life sucks. 1 being, but that part of your life sucks. 10 being, it's amazing. It doesn't need to change. It's perfect the way it is. So what we need to do then when we're in a coaching situation is work out, well, what would it take to be a 10? Like, what does that part of your life need to look like in order to be a 10 out of 10? So I got very clear on that in the different life areas. I needed to start practicing what I preach, and I am now taking new actions every single day. So, it's all well and good for me to say you need to make new actions or take new actions or make new choices in order to change your life. And if I'm not doing that myself, then who am I to say you should be doing it too? I started talking more openly about my business and what I do to my personal circle as opposed to my business circle. So that was a big scary step for me, and it's probably a big scary step for many of you. I committed to catching up with more friends more often and started following through. So that's a new thing for me because I've just been a bit of a recluse over the last few years. I stepped out of my comfort zone several times, and many of those in the list I've just given you are outside of my comfort zone as well, such as going back to the gym. So I'm sure there's more, but as you can see, nothing on this list is a huge thing. Well, it might not be a huge thing for you, but some of them were for me a little bit. But when you add them together, they create huge results. And that's a good thing. So now that I've talked about all of that, what can you do to make your life better? Well, if you're not happy with your life right now, then it's time to do something new. You cannot change your life without changing your choices and actions. It's just not possible. So what little thing could you implement starting today to make your life just a tiny, tiny bit better? And if you're feeling really stuck, I really recommend the Miracle Morning process, as I mentioned before. It's simple, it's easy. You don't have to implement all of the actions at once, although you can if you want to, and you'll probably get better results if you do. And you don't even have to read an entire book before you start, because there's a free movie, which I'll provide the link for, that you can And you can also download the app for guidance to get started. So I've read the book, watched the movie, I've joined the online community to gain inspiration and ideas, and I'm doing it. Like, I'm on day 4 now. So I made the choice to do this every single morning. I'm committed to keep doing so. And why is that? Because there's too many success stories coming out of this process for me to ignore it. Like, I really did a lot of research into this program, and it's free as well. Like, and obviously you've got to buy the book, but you can download the movie, you can download the app, you don't have to pay a cent. And it's really just about making those new choices every single day. So as I mentioned, I'm on day 4 of the 30-day challenge, and I already feel a huge positive shift. And am I making it up? Is it the placebo effect? I don't know. But what I do know is that I feel better. I feel happier. I feel more uplifted than I did yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. And that for me is plenty to keep me going. So ultimately what we all want is to feel better, to be happy, right? So why not make a new choice or take a new action that helps to create a better feeling? So if you haven't done so already, check out the Miracle Morning and just give it a go. Like, you've got absolutely nothing to lose. And if you upgrade to their annual subscription, which is like, I don't know, I think it's about $60 Australian, I think I paid, you get access to all of their guided audios that tell you exactly what to do. Like, just this morning, I did the visualization one, and I was almost brought to tears. It was brilliant. So, I'm not perfect at everything I do, and just learning from someone who's done it, who's implemented it, who's succeeded in doing it, I'm like, you know what? I need to learn from the experts here, and that's exactly what I'm doing, and I'm making that new change. So if you'd like to take a look at that, I'll include the link, I should say, in the post and also on the podcast show notes. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out and we'll talk soon.